Hello boys and girls, humans and unicorns. I can't believe I'm already 7 weeks on testosterone. Time goes really fast. What I noticed the last 2 weeks is that my weight changes every day. And it doesn't matter what I eat or how much water I drink, it still happens. My skin feels also a bit different. It's not so soft anymore and it's a bit oily. I know my skin has always felt different in summer, so I'm not sure if it changed because of the warm weather or because of the hormones. For today, I promised to talk about how I know I'm transgender and what it feels like to be trans. I want to start with saying that it's not something you decide to be. I've heard a lot of times comments like, now you have decided to live as a man, but for me, it feels like I had no other option. When I was living as a girl, I felt trapped in my female body. It didn't feel right. When I looked in the mirror, I wasn't seeing me, I saw a girl. And for me, being transgender has nothing to do with the way you behave or how you dress yourself or how others see you. It's the constant struggle with your body and being unhappy with the person you're becoming during your puberty. I got some questions on Tumblr. How old I was when I knew I'm transgender? It took me a long time before I was sure I'm trans. I've never been a girly girl and my parents never said that I had to behave more girly. And if I wanted to play with boys' toys, it was completely fine. So when I was a kid, I never thought about gender and that there are boys and girls. So I think it started when I went to high school and my classmates talked about things like bras and makeup, and it wasn't something for me. Something I remember is that I've been hiding my periods for years. When the girls talked about it, I always said that I didn't have my periods yet. I felt so ashamed about it. I think I was 16 when I first talked about it with some friends. But I never really thought about being transgender until summer 2010, because that's when it was the first time I've heard of it. I met some other transgenders and their stories made me think about who I am. I talked a lot with them and also with some people I've met on the internet, and I started to realize that gender isn't black and white but a rainbow full of colors. The most important thing someone once said to me was, your gender identity doesn't need to be the same as your gender expression. So for me it was like, okay, I don't need to change my behavior and my gender expression and stop doing things I like just to become who I am. I can transition to male and still be a fangirl during concerts. Because of that realization, I knew it was possible to really become me without changing things I feel comfortable with. And whatever society says, it's the most important that I am happy with myself. It took me 4 years to realize that. A long but necessary journey. I came out to my mother 2 days before my 20th birthday, but the first time I told someone I'm trans was during an international LGBT youth camp in Iceland 2 years ago. I might make another video about coming out soon, because I've had a lot of coming outs in the last couple of years. I think it's very important to talk about your feelings when you're confused about your gender identity. There's nothing wrong with being unsure about it, and there are always people who would love to help you and support you during this difficult period. Before I came out, I was lucky enough to have some awesome friends I met on Tumblr. So if you need someone to talk to, message me and I will send you some virtual hugs. You can find my contact details in the description. I'll talk to you soon. Love you. Hugs.